Welcome back to my channel. This is Fallon. I wanted to pull some cards out today regarding the Nancy Guthrie disappearance, abduction. Um, I did throw a couple cards out earlier today, but I thought maybe I'd have a quick card pull and maybe discuss, get some insight on the situation. Um, so what I found earlier card pull, I'll just kind of give you a quick, I want to make this a quick video because I know people are busy and sometimes a shorter video for these kind of subjects work better. So trying to keep it a bit shorter and sweeter. I did get the devil card. It's not once, not twice, it continuously. Um I got these cards where, dogs represent, the loyalty, the question came up, is somebody going to come forward for the million? At the moment, I don't see anybody coming forward because I see the loyalty against the emails, the phone calls. I kind of see whoever knows they're loyal, they're getting along, they're not going to talk. I unfortunately am getting a bad feeling about whether she's still with us. I really do not feel that. I don't even know if she was coming out of the house. I got where, location wise. Ironically, I got two bodies of water, and I know that, this is like desert, complete, right? I've never been to that area. I really don't know much about the area, but what I'm getting is if it's literal, which, I'm not really taking this literally, um, with visions and card pulls. Um, but I am getting like two bodies of water in between two bodies of not in the water, but like, I don't know, streams, rivers, whatever, and in the middle, right? This would be literal. But I'm not really clear on that. So I don't want to, I just want to mention it, as potential. Um, what I was getting though is, according to a lot of these card pulls, I got more that she'd be, or how she'd be, because I do feel she'll be found. I know it sounds crazy right now, but I do feel that she will be found, and it can happen one of two ways, right? Good old detective work with electronics, with vehicles, with cameras. There's a lot of smart people working on this project, on this case, and they've got the right people on this case. But it's going to be good old detective work and very logical, Aquarius minded people, who won't leave things. They're not going to be pressured. They're not going to be pressured to find, they're going to go through logical steps and however long it takes. Um, it's going to take that, right? They're not pressured. They're just going to do consistent, logical steps. And I think something's going to crack and they're going to, but I also feel like cameras, car, I got something with the car. And I know like now I think they found some cars on cameras, but regardless, I guess my point is regardless of whether somebody comes forward eventually or not, I think the detectives are going to get down to the bottom of finding that person. Now, pulling cards quickly I got that this person could potentially be in a relationship, potentially have children, that are around. I get dorky vibes. I get kind of handyman type though, like you could see this person at Lowe's or something. And I found location like, it's weird because I was thinking along the lines of desert out in the middle of nowhere or something, right? But with the card pull, it looked more like someone's look manicured, landscaped house. Is the best I can put it, with maybe even a gate at the entrance or something. Like I got like on land, but land that belongs maybe to somebody, if that makes any sense. I know it sounds crazy, but hey, that's what the card pulled. Um, and I got three people, or a network of threes. Maybe three people went in there, got her, but a triangle. If nothing else, it's a triangle. A triangle. There is a triangle situation of some sort, either involving three people or three network. Um, and with this, I keep getting like, um, or like illegal activities, organized crime, trafficking, all those things. Not pinpointing, of course, but it could be any or all. It came up way too many times, the card. So, as far as the card pull on what kind of person this person is, I got a networker type, money talks type, um, willing to do a lot of things that may be unethical for the right price, trying not to take things, like he doesn't want to take things home, work home with him. But this is something where I did feel like things are really bothering him. Something went very wrong at that house. It's kind of what I'm seeing. Um, what else was I getting? Just, mountains, maybe mountains nearby where they may um find Nancy. And I got relationship problems at home. Uh, as far as asking why, like why, why'd you do it or whatever, I got mostly the answer easy target, um, money, um, opportunistic, oppor- it was took the opportunistic approach. She was a perfect target. I'm getting kind of like that. And I haven't really gotten, like I said, it was very quick. It was very quick. Just as you can see, just some few cards. So I just thought maybe I'll maybe throw a couple more cards down, and this is just insights, if cards can speak. I might do a meditation and kind of try and hone in on a little bit on these cards. Not, this is just very general. Let's have fun with the cards, see if anything comes up interesting or different than what you at home may think is happening. It's yeah, hopefully um they find her, and she's still here. I don't have a great feeling about the whole thing. But you have to keep on hoping for the best. So let's throw some cards down and see what we get. What can you tell me about this abduction, kidnapping situation? Anything we should know, need to know? Anything that would help the case? I'm getting somebody that may have mommy issues, like not get along with the mother, like Norman Bates or something crazy. Just, I don't want to go as far as saying hates women, but, I am getting kind of weird vibes like that. There could be a car thing involving like a car stop, traffic stop, car problems that also may lead to discovering some new information. Yeah, there's a lot of secrets. There's nothing that I haven't said already. I do feel, though, maybe she was in two different locations. Like, originally moved to one location, then moved to another spot. This person may not be from here or have foreign ties. Or not be from that area. Definitely on the run, really trying to. I keep getting 3 parties. I do get that this case will be solved. And I do get that justice will prevail. So let's just see if any cards pop up real quick. Anything you can tell us? Any hints on this person? What should we know? Why did the person do this? What was the reason for all this? Why did this person do? I'm getting a rank, something about ranking. I'm getting like, I don't want to say advancement, oh God. It feels very much like operation or something, like mission, operation, like mercenary, like a job that was done. And I am getting like 3s, heavily, like 3 people either involved, network of 3 gangs, I don't know, just 3 involving this this kid. I don't even know what you call it, abduction. in their eyes, it's like operation. You know, I keep getting that word operation. I hate that word. But okay, for this, you know, to use it like that. But I guess whatever lets you sleep at night, you know. Okay, so let's check these cards. Why'd you do it? Is there anything that we need to know that would give us hints to solve this case and find Nancy? Yeah, hiding. Hide mode. Being very quiet. Trying to get away with this. I did also get like this number 6 and number 7. Those can be significant dates or days. This says being cooped up in their room, not socializing, being a hermit, not on social media. I don't feel that the immediate people in the family know anything. And that card gives me kind of nerdy vibes, you know? Could even wear glasses. Divorce. I did get bad relationship. They don't get along. You know, this says divorce, broken relationship, lost connection, severed ties. You know, again, issues with women. You know, that's, you know, keeps kind of coming up here. Third house, how one processes knowledge, rules communication, one's generosity and social life. You know, I'm getting, could possibly wear glasses. This person, you know, these are potentials, you know, clues. These are potential clues. Comes off as non-caring to the significant other. The significant other is afraid a little bit of this person. Like, you have to walk on eggshells for this person. I know this sounds crazy, but I feel like this person's a bit maybe somewhat of likes to play like a gamer, or is into like, you know how some people go fishing to get their mind off of stuff? This person could possibly get in front of you know, in front of the TV and be a gamer, you know, to forget about things. I get that they're a little technology savvy. A bit nerdy or geeky or dorky or something. Like quiet, but quick to anger. Okay, what else? What else do you have for us here? There's definitely a mean streak. That if you get to know this person, you'll see it. Motivated by money, willing to do unethical things to advance. I also feel like could be good with like handy. Could be good with fixing stuff. Kind of a handy person. I keep, you know, I was also getting like around where they may find Nancy is like manicured. I see like the land is manicured a bit. There could be gates at the front. But I feel like there's land there, you know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know, some factory setting or something, or I don't know, or just a bunch of buildings all together. I don't know. It felt, you know, because this was just some sort of image that came to my head, and it looked, whoever's connected to this all, I felt like they had land and they had gates at the house and it was manicured. The gates or the front part, like it was nicer than I expected. Let's just put it that way. And so some people may be good with landscaping or building homes, or I don't know, something, you know, that involves homes, land. It was just an image I saw and I wanted to put it out there. That's all. Divine union. Sacred union between two souls, divinely guided connection coming together, two people on the same team. Now I get, you know, this looks like two females, right? An orthodox union. I get something that's, and it goes back to loyalty. Goes back to loyalty. Why so loyal? You know, why, you know, there's something unorthodox about the loyalty. And also I felt like, you know, this divorce thing, is this tied to that? Leaving somebody for, you know, is she leaving him for a woman? You know, I mean, these are just some insights, you know, I'm not really, these are just coming up. Lack of accountability, careless about their consequences of their actions, can't rely on them. So could this have caused this? You know, is this having something to do with that? And then a triangle situation, third house, you know, three people. Like, this is multiple stuff. Three people potentially involved that went in the house, you know, or three people that set this whole thing up, or three gangs, or, you know, it's like, three is significant, is all I can say. If you're into that numerology stuff, or that other thing that starts with a G. And, you know, Nancy has, I believe, 3 kids, you know. So that's just numerology bit, just some card pulls. Let me just see if I have one more deck. I'll do a last card pull on just regular tarot. If I have it with me. Let's try something smaller, different. You know, I got this this is a strength card, and I did get this last time when I did a card pull, and the King of Swords. And I felt, you know, this felt more in spirit to me, like almost like Nancy saying, you can take, you know, you can take my body, but you can't take my soul, kind of thing. I'm just throwing it, I'm just telling you what I'm getting. I'm not saying, you know, it's happened, but this is how it felt. You know, it felt like, you know, because of the fear, right? There was, maybe because of her belief, you know, her belief system, that she wants to relay that, you know, that this is just the body, but not who she is, her soul. I felt like, even in the moments of, I felt sheer fear, you know. This is her being, I guess, her faith pulling her through this, you know. And I feel a lot of heartbreak coming, you know, and I guess this is solace. You know, that's how I took this. This is now this represents, you know, in my opinion, the perpetrator, but not in a good light. You know, I didn't get, especially in the other card pull, because I'm pulling these two again, you know, and it did not, it was not in good positions and layouts or anything. So yeah, these are, you know, it's kind of like the same thing. I just feel that they're gonna find out why and what exactly happened. And it just feels like there is enough information, enough to find these people, or find her. Okay, if nothing else, they find her. But I feel like this will get resolved. I'm sensing this is going to get resolved. I'm going to go ahead and do maybe one last pull, and this is just, for some reason, I just thought, heck, maybe I'll see about this spread. For some reason it called to me, so maybe I'll just pull one of these. Let's see. So I got Akasha. You're a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So if anybody needs to hear that, here's a message. Yeah, you know, for the timing, I told you I got 6 and 7. You know, the 6th day, I feel too that don't be surprised if they go and catch somebody in the middle, or arrest somebody in the middle of the night again. You know, or if some sort of cameras detect something, a tip, an email. But, you know, they're going to have what they need to back it up, like they did with the Covert situation. You know, the case where they had everything backed up to make sure that their case was solid. And I feel this is going to be another situation. This one may take a little while though. I mean, I wasn't feeling like tomorrow was going to happen, but heck, I could be wrong, and I hope so, because this is really torturing the family very much, and you know, I can feel, and as well as I'm sure many of you can feel the pain, and it's showing up in the cards too. Um, and you know, it's interesting because it shows mountains. I wonder if there's mountains near to where she's at, or 3 hills, you know, or something like that. Um, and it's going to be challenging, but they have the right people on this case, and very super smart people that can handle, they're very experienced and they can handle this. And I just feel like good old detective work and forensics and all that stuff is gonna solve this. You know, as far as timing and that thing, I hope it's sooner than later. You know, the only thing I can tell you is I got 6 and 7 kind of together. I'm hoping not 6 months or anything like that. You know, it could be 6 days. It could be the 7th day. It could be, you know, the 6th month, the 7th month. You know, it could be in the sign of Leo. It could be, you know, it could be all that. Not really sure. I could just pull one card and see if it shows any timing or any idea that matches what I said. With me, usually with timing, if it's like 3 things that kind of coincide, it's usually a good sign for me for timing. It's harder to pinpoint timing. So let's see, what do you get? What do you have for timing on this case being solved? I got an M. So could that be, you know, an M month? You know, a 7. See, like I said, I can't make this stuff up. As you can see, I got a 7, okay? This could very well be a day. You know, an M could indicate Monday. You know, it could indicate May. It could indicate March. It could indicate you know, all those, what I just said, any midnight, you know, I'm getting, you know, like this person's obviously, so it's symbolic, running, scared, running. Oh, I forgot to say too, don't be surprised if this person would rather be dead than get caught. Okay? Don't be surprised. Just saying. Don't be surprised. You know, this person may be one of those that would rather die than go to jail or be caught. A lot of mental problems. A lot of mental problems was indicated. Maybe substance abuse. Just a lot, like a head case, you know. I'm not really sure what more to say about that. So let's see how this all unfolds, and you know, I hope and I hope for a happy ending here, but you know, I don't get the best feeling about it. And in that respect, I really do hope I'm wrong about that. Let's see if any of these cards card pulls panned out, and hoping, for the best here, for the family, everybody suffering involved in this, that they get the clues and people to come forward and to put a rest to this case. So far, right now, it looks like this is a loyal individual that's not going to talk, but that could change. That could change. So let's see how this all unfolds. I may do a meditation on that. If I do, then I'll do a part 2. You all take care. I'll go ahead and start with the next series of videos that I meant to do probably a while ago here, but it was the Chinese zodiac signs. I did one for the horse because it's the fire, the year of the fire horse, and I want to go ahead and do the rest of the signs. So stay tuned for all that. Hope you have a great day or evening or afternoon wherever you're at, and please be safe, and talk more soon. Thank you.